अनुरोध है कि थोड़ा वे अपने बारे में बताए, उनका यूपीएससी देना कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, कैसे शुरू हुआ, और शिक्षा के लाइन पे कैसे आए, वाजीराम में कैसे आए, इकरा के बारे में बताए, वाजीराम के स्टूडेंट और इकरा के स्टूडेंट के बारे में बताए, उन दोनों में क्या फर्क है, मतलब यहाँ के स्टूडेंट में कैसा अंतर क्या है सर, प्लीज।
Preparing for civil services. I was never interested in civil services, but I went to his. He was preparing for civil services. He was in Lucknow. He was writing UPPCS mains. So I went to him, and I had got 64.6% in graduation in Allahabad University. तो वो तो तुम्हें पता है कैसे मिला होगा मुझे। But then he said to me, "Avadh, you have got a very good percentage, and why don't you prepare for UPSC?" अरे मैंने कहा, I have a clear-cut agenda. मैं मुझे कुछ नहीं करना, मैं घर निकलूँ। Throughout the night, childhood friends, so we were talking throughout the night, and throughout the night he did the brainwashing. IAS बन गया, 10 करोड़ गए। क्वालिफाई IAS, 10 करोड़ डाउन। मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट से चुनाव का पैसा आ गया। By the way, I started the preparation, but initial phase was very tough, because the things which I say to you, basically, all those things I have faced. So I know very well that you will commit the mistake, certain basic mistakes, which will be very troublesome for you. First one, which I repeatedly say in the class, कि भाई साहब, develop a command on NCERTs. And if you have understood what I mean by this, when I say develop the command on NCERTs, 13 chapters are there in Modern India's Vipin Chandra, 13. What you have to do, on every chapter, first chapter, you write on the top of the chapter, condition of India before being conquered. This is the line which you have to write. What is the background when a country is conquered? When a country is weak. Yes or no? You see Saudi Arabia today, Iran, Iraq, they are suffering from certain weaknesses. A country is conquered in the background of its weakness. Right on the top of the chapter, condition of India before country was conquered. And then you prepare the graph. Political condition, economic condition, society, culture. Picture is in front of you. First chapter. Then you chapter. What you do, you don't give goal to yourself. You believe in underlining. Because you have been taught mugging up the topics, mugging up. You will mug up the topics. The problem with mugging up is, okay fine, you can mug up 20%, 10%, 30%, entire syllabus. When you mug up, you jump to the other section. When you are doing engineering, you had only one section, engineering. When you are doing graduation with humanities, you had one section, humanities. Here, that is not the situation. You have humanities, you have science, you have everything here. And you cannot mug up everything. So when you don't give the goal to yourself before starting a chapter, once I will complete this chapter, this thing will be clear. You don't do that. Second chapter, again write the heroes who conquered India. Now the goal is in front of you. You have to prepare about the heroes who have conquered India. 8 names are given in the second chapter. Can you tell me the 8 names? 8 names are given in the second chapter. 8. First name, Duplay. 8 names are given and very strategically they have given. If you just pay attention on it, and once you complete modern India from there, I tell you, Vipin Chandra's textbook, India's independence, struggle for independence, will become a game for you. 8 names are given. Who saw the dream of founding empire in India? Duplay and Clive. They are the first people. Robert Clive. They saw the dream. Who laid down the foundation for British Empire in India? Foundation. The 2 names are given and it is explained how they laid down the foundation. Who laid down the foundation? Warren Hastings and Cornwallis. What is the important work of Warren Hastings? Very important. Without which you cannot run the state.
First Governor General.
What is the most important pillar of a state?
Revenue.
Judiciary. Executive was already there. Now you see, you don't remember such a silly thing because you have not prepared it strategically. You do the work, you do the labor, but you miss the right strategy. They lay down the foundation. Now you have an executive, you have a judiciary. Very good. But what is the oil to run all the machinery? Revenue. He did the experiment revenue, but he fails. So what is the most important contribution of this man? Permanent settlement.
Permanent settlement.
A fixed revenue. They saw the dream of British Empire. Sorry, European Empire. They strengthened the foundation of British Empire. Who constructed the palace on this foundation? Wellesley. Wellesley and Lord Hastings. They are the 2 people, Wellesley and Lord Hastings. Who beautified this building? Now they constructed the palace. Who beautified this palace? Again the 2 people who beautified it. They are William Bandit and Dalhousie. These are the names given in the second chapter. Formula I have already given you. Planning, priority is equal to plan, policy. Policy depends upon priority. Why don't you apply all these things? Why don't you prepare in this way? Why don't you change yourself? Finally, you have to do the struggle. If you belong to middle class, that means you are a very lucky person. If you belong to middle class, that means you are very lucky. Why? Struggle is your destiny. And struggle is the foundation stone to rise. If you are born in a royal family, you have one chance. You may be asked not to be so much concentrated on all the things. Don't worry. We will provide you everything to live. But middle class is very lucky. Because war is the destiny of middle class. So second chapter तैयार हो गया, first हो गया, second हो गया, third chapter. Now when the new rulers will establish the rule, what they will change? Economic and political policy. So third chapter is new economic and political administrative policies. So you write on every heading of the chapter, what and why. Why civil services? What civil services? Modern judiciary, what and why? Modern police system, what and why? And in this way, in the beginning of every chapter, you give the question to yourself. Once I will end up with this chapter, this will be prepared. And when your 13 chapters are prepared, they are basically 13 episodes. They are not 13 chapters, they are 13 episodes. Designed in such a way that once you finish the 13 chapters, the entire story is clear in front of you. The entire picture will be clear. You got the complete concept from NCERT? Now concept is not required. So after that, when you will pick up spectrum, sir, you will finish NCERT in 20 days. 20. Once you will finish it, no required to go through it again. It's a one-time job. Concepts are not always created. It's created only once. You learn the swimming. Once you learned it, it is forever. But practice is required. You did the swimming for 6 months. Then you left the swimming for 3 years. So after 3 years, when you will jump into water, you will not be able to go to 100 meters in one go. This is what you call revision. After 3 years, you will not say, I have to learn swimming again. I have forgotten. This will not happen. Why revision is a burden for you? Because for you revision